Good afternoon, everyone. This is Eamon, and I'm your host for this week's Campus News Report. Let's do a quick overview of what happened last week. E-Week ended on February 23rd. Engineers, let's find out who became the E-Week queen. Free food on Tuesday. Did you have a taste of the Union? Graduate Student Professional Development Fair was held in South Lounge last Wednesday. How do you see yourself with professional opportunities? Smino the rapper held a concert on Thursday, February 21st. Fans, put your hands up. Hack Illinois 2019 was from February 22nd to February 24th. What did the top programmers achieve in 36 hours? Let's find out. The Largets I-program Imprint was on Saturday, February 23rd. Let's see how the annual networking event is going.
Last Tuesday, the United Union had the taste of the Union. Free food were provided in the lower level of Union. Free bagels, free pizzas, and all other free food. College students love free things. Check out more on United Union events and get more surprise to enlighten your college life. U of I Horticulture Club held its Bonsai Club event last Wednesday. Participants learned how to pot and properly care for their own mini trees. The Horticulture Club generally meets twice a month on Wednesdays. The meetings take place in the Plant Science Laboratory at 7 p.m. You don't have to be a horticulture major to attend.
Like a mini tree, so it's up to you how you want it.
Is it okay for this plant?
Yeah. It's special.
I'm surprised that we all are 3%.
Hi, camera.
They have $50. Yours is not bad.
That was reserved for you to give to him. And we didn't know what you were talking about. And then this one right here. As long as he got one of those.
That guy left.
Right away.
Is this okay? Or do I need to? It's perfect. Okay. There, after I'm done and you guys can come up and grab soil, I'll announce you guys row by row. So what you want to do first is you want to take your bonsai out of the plant pot. And because it's in the pot, it's root bound, and you don't want that in your container. So you're gonna. I mean, is it gonna grow like this? No. This is actually fine.
Do I keep some of the whole bottle and shade it, or do I throw it away?
The way they set it up is that they take a pot from here, so they've already
On February 17th, the Chinese Language and International Development Society had its Chinese New Year and Lantern Festival celebration. Many cultural events were provided in Armory House. Our reporters took part in dumpling making with event holders, also learned how to make paper lanterns and Chinese knots. Participants attended calligraphy practices with organizers and also studied other Chinese traditional activities.
哎，福建人，你怕不怕广东人啊？因为广东人吃。没错，就是那个。啊？最后对口人不可能这么。不是，咋是这样的？对他是这样。哦，last name 是谁？这个停下来的。我们本来想是我们预计不多，然后就多。这是什么？
I'm Jenny. I'm currently the marketing chair on eWeek. I was director last year.
Okay. Hi, I'm Arco. I'm the current director for this year. So eWeek is a nationally celebrated week to celebrate kind of the accomplishments and contributions to society that engineers have made. The way that kind of takes shape on campus is that we host this week-long set of fun, competitive events to kind of bring together the College of Engineering, kind of get a bunch of different students from all different engineering majors to really just, interact and kind of, create one whole College of Engineering.
This year our theme is Jurassic Park, so you typically, it's just different fun themes. So last year was Game of Thrones, the year before that was Star Wars, and then the year before that was Harry Potter.
The Engineering Week has ended last week. During the whole e-week, teams attended different fun activities and completed different challenges to earn points towards the prize. Last Monday, the CornTV reporter experienced two competitions held by e-week team, which were water pong and Dino Kitchen Crawl. The Dino Kitchen Crawl was a creative activity developed by the e-week team. Participants need to cross all the obstacles made by pans and pots. The aim was to make as little noise as possible. Let's see how team members get through all the challenges and have fun. Last Wednesday, Graduate College had a fair for graduate students to know better about university resources. Career Center, ISSS, Making Lab, and so many university staff were on site and give advice to graduate students to have better professional development. Professional headshots were also taken during the fair.
Joanna, you want to just stand right here.
No, so it's like also the most unrestricted form for like Creative Commons license, and one you probably see a lot. I just read this about.
Did I point you in the right direction?
You definitely did. I had to run back to the car.
That's, I had this, I would share this. This is personal.
Last Thursday, there was a NEA Big Read book club discussion in the International and Area Studies Library, located in Main Library 3rd floor. The topic for the book discussion was about a book called The Namesake. The discussion was directed by Susmita Das. During the discussion, participants talked about their own stories behind their names and also some conflicts caused by names using their own experiences. NEA Big Read is a program of the National Endowment for Arts in the partnership with Art Midwest.
Some of them, and I think these are more personal choices rather than across a whole.
Help you pick up the book and read it, because it's a great book.
Yeah.
You will feel the range of emotions as you read the book.
Yeah.
So it has all passionate love for Nikolai Gogol, who is a Russian author, and for many reasons we understand how he has.
On the following Thursday, there will be more discussion regarding to this book held in International and Area Studies Library.
So yeah, the author also like unfolds these
That's the person you can change your life with. That's the person you can change your bank account with.
Last Thursday evening, Smino was holding a concert in Follinger Auditorium. The concert was held by Start Course. Start Course is a student-run concert promotion and production organization at UIUC. Fans sang songs with Smino, and the concert was a great success. Let's review some of the works by Smino. Hack Illinois started from February 2nd. Hack Illinois is a 36-hour-long event where college students from across the country work on open source projects, including new features, documentation, and bug fixes. You can work on contributing to a useful open source tool that you can use, an open source project of your own, or joining a team led by open source mentor. All university and college students of all skill levels are eligible to attend. It welcomes a diverse mix of colleges, disciplines, and interests at the event, and encourages students from outside the Urbana-Champaign area to attend as well.
Can you go upstairs?
The Viennese Student Association of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign was proud to present their 4th annual Viennese Culture Night last Saturday night. The show was presented in Lincoln Hall Theater and food was provided in YMCA. Both the show and the dinner were free of charge. Viennese Culture Night, A Night to Remember, was based on 2 folk tales, the story of Tam and Cam and the familiar Cinderella. Check out the awesome performances that night.
I mean, there's one way I can think of, but I'm not really a fan of it.
Shut up, you. I have the powers to help you. I can give you a blessing, but it will cost you. You can have a child, but some misfortunes will befall upon you too.
Oh my goodness, yes, please, I've been trying.
So what do I mean by that? So 2 things. This is both about a skill set and attitude.
Last Saturday, the largest Leadership I-program was held in 99 rooms in 99 Union. The Imprint program focuses on skills necessary for displaying leadership during times of personal and professional transition. Students develop skills managing themselves during times of change and learn how to develop and maintain the personal and professional networks necessary to sustain success in any environment. Only occurring once a year, usually in February, Imprint is the largest program each year. The program is led each year by University of Illinois alumni. They are chosen from a large variety of professions and academic colleges, and share their own personal stories of success and challenge around transition in their own lives.
Wisdom and experience with our alumni in the room? Yes. Okay, that's good. Let's go a little louder for the next one. Are you...
What does belonging mean to you? Researchers are recruiting members for focus groups to help develop a new skill. By participating in this group discussion, you will help shape how the psychological field understands belongingness and its relationship to well-being. Composition will be provided upon completion of the focus group, $10 Amazon or Target gift card. Please email Blended Lee at project.ibelong@gmail.com for information. UIUC mascots pleases everyone. All those funny memes were from a Facebook group called UIUC Memes for underfunded teens. It was founded back in 2016, with almost 29,000 members sharing memes. This meme group is just like a foundation of Maslow's hierarchy of needs for UIUC students. Yeah, I just created that meme. I'll perhaps post it later. From red VRA to classes being cancelled, seriously anything could be memed. So, today's special program for CornTV, we're going to take a look at this genius group among underfunded teens. Let's take a look at what it is. I'll just search it on Facebook saying UIUC Memes for underfunded teens, and click on search. So here's the result that we have. Obviously I have joined the group, so the first page is just a group name. We're going to click on it and see what's gonna happen. So here we are. The very first thing you will see just this big meme saying UIUC mascot pleases everyone. Then you might notice the number of members here, 29,000. That's a lot. And then scroll down, you can see the new post here, some of the new rules and also the old rules. You have to post UIUC related memes here in the page. It has to be UIUC related. Then scroll down, you will see some of the new memes. Put it on, take it off. Yeah, that's like the hot meme right now. And when you scroll down, you can see what's new here and what's on fire here. After seeing all this, I kind of wondered how people get started with this from the first place. So I invited one of the admins of the group, Andy, to tell us more about the stories behind the memes.
Andy Zhao now is a junior studying accounting, but most importantly, he is one of the admins of UIUC meme groups.
I actually was not there for when the group was founded. I would say how I came to be involved was back in, I'd say, October of 2016, so I was just a freshman. I had initially, as a senior in high school, seen the UC Berkeley meme page, and that got very popular. I remember I joined when it had maybe 12,000 members, so it's got 190,000 now, so that's a long time ago. But I thought that it would be kind of cool to like have our own thing. So at first, I kind of like posted memes in the U of I class of 2020 group, and then eventually, like I got to talks with another classmate of mine to make our own meme page. And we had that going for a while, but that was maybe only like a month until I'd say in about October, I was contacted by Harsh and Ananya, who are the founding admins of the group. And they told me like, hey, we have a group called UIUC Memes for Underfunded Teens. And at that time they had like 3,000 members already. Yeah, they had a lot like built up, but there wasn't much going on with the group. And they proposed to merge with my group, and I figured since they had a lot more than us, I thought it'd be a good opportunity, so I decided to just join them as a moderator at that time. So I closed my group, and that's how I got involved, way back in October. I want to say, I think I may have just gotten there when we just started picking up steam, but I think like after winter break, we were over 6,000. I think we were really growing. We're growing a lot. We broke double digits, I think, my freshman year as well. That was like almost 2 years ago now. I think really just the word of mouth, like a lot of people, during that like time period, like 2016, 2017, there were a lot of college meme pages popping up. Some of the more popular ones are like the Harvard meme page. A lot of people are on that. My personal favorite is the Duke meme page, but there's invitations for literally any large university, public or private. So I think during that time, with all these groups going on, a lot of people in their respective schools wanted to find out if theirs had one. And we were actually relatively early to the trend. I wouldn't say we were the first or even like the third or fourth, but we were definitely one of these slightly earlier pages to get founded. So I think that's what really let us gain a lot of steam to be so big. And especially, I think there's some schools like Purdue, for example, or IU, who don't have that large of a meme page or following. Sorry, Purdue, I know. But I think so. A lot of students there probably just looked for the schools closest to them, and U of I was just in the Midwest, and there weren't that many in the Midwest. So our roles, like, we don't really have a super formal structure. So right now there's only 3 admins. That's Harshit, Ananya, the founders, and then me. And then we have a bunch of moderators. We have Ish, Prad, Nathan, and Haley. I'm sure most people are familiar with Nathan and Haley. They like to post on the group a lot. And they're also the only people to become a moderator through a formal recruitment process. But I mean, in general, our roles
whether you're an admin or a moderator, our roles are all the same. So our group has filtered posts. So to post on the group, you need to have it approved by an admin or a mod. So that's our primary duty, is just to look at posts that are pending, see if they follow our guidelines, see if they follow our rules, and approve them. And if they don't, sometimes we just delete them if it's like really bad. But like if they're like a little bit off, like they're not related too much, sometimes I'll personally at least message the person and say, hey, you're breaking this rule, but if you adjust this, you can post. And then the other duty that's primary to us is accepting member requests. So to join our group, you need to answer 2 questions. And then to join, some people don't always answer questions, so we just kind of leave them in limbo till they do. But usually I try and do this at least once a day, but I just look when I wake up at like how many pending member joins we have, and then I accept all the ones who answered the questions. This is a great time to address that. So, I'm not going to call out Nathan or Haley right now, but part of our moderator recruitment process was to push the planning of that event on our new moderation team, because we had never, like, when we were recruiting, the idea to outsource work to other people had never occurred to us until we realized we could do that. And so I kind of leaned on Nathan and Haley to like start an event. It's my fault too for not doing anything about it. But we had some plans, and then the end of the year came, Harshi graduated, Ananya's off, and the other mods who are not involved, I shouldn't say some of their dispositions, but we just ended up falling through. We lack manpower. I think there's only 3 of us on campus now. It's just really hard for us to do an event. But on that note, I am right now tentatively looking into doing a merchandise collaboration with a local business. So we had a group by one of our moderators, Nathan, who simply posted, it was an anti-Granger Club hoodie. And the post got really popular, and a lot of people wanted to kind of have that for real. And I've gotten a lot of like messages from people asking if we have merchandise or if we plan to do merchandising. And personally, I'm against the idea of doing something like that for profit, just because I feel like it's not like within the proper mission of the page. But right now, I'm talking to a bunch of organizations. I'm trying to see if they're willing to do like a minimal, no margins for myself, like collaboration for that. But I mean, there's a lot of financial issues, things like that. Just to do even a limited run costs a lot of money. But stay tuned in the future. Hopefully those talks go through.
After talking to Andy, I also contacted with Ananya, another meme admin. She told me that there will be a meme course hopefully open next semester. And about the curriculum, find out yourself. Merchandise meme course. What would be the future for UIUC Memes? At least I know it's gonna have a lot of fun.
Ready to start your week? Let's see what highlights we have for you. IU Poker Night will be held on February 27th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the food court stage. It's another IUB high quality event. TEDx UIUC Salon Blueprint is coming this Thursday. Circle your calendar, it's free. On March 2nd, House of Pain tournament series will take place in Illini rooms. Have you improved your skills? Join the SCA Arts and Sciences Night on February 26th in Illini Union 1405 if you are interested in pre-17th century cultures. More events are coming up. Wait until the last part of the video for more information. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our other social media sites. Share with your friends with what is happening on campus. This is your host, Amen, from this week's CornTV News Report.